This one fingerboard product can be used in several different ways. So what is it? Bricks. Whether these bricks are used to elevate another obstacle or make your own DIY obstacle. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a few different ways you can use these bricks, whether it's making your own fingerboard obstacles or spicing up the ones that you already have. So we got the bricks, let's go get the other supplies. All right, I got everything I needed from Home Depot, and instead of carrying everything in a basket, I grabbed a little Home Depot bucket and bought that too, so now I got a Home Depot bucket. We need to make one more stop, so let's go. Sorry if it's a little echoey, I'm in the garage. So here are the bricks, and everything you see here is from Home Depot and the Dollar Tree. So even though I haven't told you what we're building yet, I'm still gonna show you everything that I got just so you can get an idea. First thing I got is this aluminum metal piece, and it's at an angle. It's 1/16 of an inch thick, and yeah, that's the first thing I got. Next thing is sandpaper. It says 150 medium grit smooths, so 150 medium grit smooths. Next is this drywall hand sander. I don't think I really need this, but I had a gift card. If it makes the build easier, it makes the build easier. If not, no harm done, really. Next thing is super glue, and I for sure could have gotten this at the Dollar Tree for cheaper. I just wasn't thinking of that. And the last thing I got from Home Depot, besides the bucket, is what every fingerboarder calls a rail. It's for a cabinet, the handle for the cabinet. And the only thing that I got from Dollar Tree is this picture frame. And this is the build that I am mostly excited to build because I think it's gonna be sick. And then this bucket. I didn't need it. That was loud. So the question you've all been waiting for, hopefully. What are we building? Well, I wanted to make these builds as easy as possible so you can do them at home. So the first thing we're gonna be building, I'm gonna take this picture frame and I'm gonna make a planter. Now in my head, I think I can make this look super sick, and I have a good vision for it, so trust the process. Second build, why I have the sandpaper and what's this called? Drywall hand sander. We're gonna make a parking curb out of bricks. I think it's gonna be sick. Obviously, a rail. And the last thing is gonna be a ledge. I know, very original. But I think this one's gonna be pretty cool with the aluminum piece and the bricks. Now the one thing I didn't get from Home Depot and the Dollar Tree is this fake grass. And we're gonna throw this in the planter. I wanna say I got this at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's, one of the arts and crafts stores. So there's a few adjustments we have to make to this picture frame. There's some screws we need to unscrew, and this is just gonna get, yeah. So this is glass, but there's a stock photo underneath, so I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna get rid of the glass, and I'm just gonna put this back in here and close these little tabs. Instead of just placing 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks, I'm gonna take some bricks, align them all along this edge here, and just super glue them. So it looks like only 4 can line up here, and if you can see, there's a little bit of overhang right here and on this side. So that's okay, we're just gonna sand that off later. So I'm just gonna line 4 here, 4 here, and however many can fit in the middle. So it looks like 4 by 4. My in and out order. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, that one fell. Nice. Now let's put the grass on. So these are connected to the bottom of this. I'm just gonna cut out what I need to place right here, just so the grass stays nice and straight. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna glue this down, and then once it dries, I'm gonna cut along the edges here, just so, you know, when I'm grinding, I'm not hitting the grass. All right, some time later, we're back with the planter. It's all dry. I didn't even plan this too. I put so much glue in the middle, and then I just put the grass on top. So it looks like the grass is sitting in water, and it just adds to the whole aesthetic of it. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped how this turned out. There's some overhang with the bricks here. No worries, we're just gonna sand it off. Then we'll trim the grass here and make it seshable. Let's do it. now for the most challenging one, I would think, is gonna be the ledge. So my whole idea with this is literally just to piece by piece, make a ledge, and then put this on one side, obviously cut it. We're gonna need a lot of these. I'm gonna want this pretty big, so we'll do 7 long and then 2 right in the middle, and then I'm gonna place the other one on the outside right here, so it's gonna be about that big. Oh, I should probably do it like that. Yeah. That's what I'm going for. So what you're looking at, this is the bottom of it. I'm gonna eventually glue this down, flip it, so it's gonna be more like a ledge manual pad. I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna eyeball it. Okay, so I have my mark. I'm gonna go cut this and then glue this down, and then once this is dry, I will glue this on. Just to make this nice and simple, I'm just gonna take off the edges and literally just glue on top of it. And I am very excited, but really nervous about this one because I'm pretty sure it's stuck to the bag. I have the rail ledge part. I'm just gonna put that to the side. It's so stuck. Oh no. Well, good thing we have sandpaper. Let's get to work. I have an idea. All right, so the ledge is all sanded, it's all lacquered, and the residue of the bag just took forever to get off, even with the belt sander. But this thing is looking super sick. The only step we have left is to add this little metal aluminum piece. Dude, this is gonna be sick. It's like a 3-in-1. You get a manual pad, you get a brick ledge on this side, and another ledge on this side, just with the aluminum piece. So let's glue this down. So while this is drying, we can move on to the next build, which is gonna be the parking curb. All right, so for the parking curb, I'm gonna make it 2 wide and probably 5 long. Yeah. Instead of the holes facing up, I am gonna turn them on their side and do it like this. There we go, I like that better. I'm gonna super glue all these together in this pattern, and then we're gonna sand down the edges and just give it that parking curb look. All right, so we're back a few hours later and the glue is all dry. The only problem is that it's not that straight, but you know what, it'll do. So let's sand the edges here just to give it that curb look. Curb's all sanded, but this stuff gets everywhere. And I kind of expected that, but I mean, if you're gonna do this, maybe wear some type of face protection just so you don't breathe this in. But here's the curb. I think it turned out really good. Hand sanding this was a little bit of a challenge. This drywall hand sander definitely helped with the angles. If I were to do this again, I think I would use a belt sander. I think it would just go a lot quicker with the sanding process and maybe getting the angles more defined. But I think it turned out sick. And one thing that I should have bought from Home Depot, I just forgot. Luckily I had it at my house, is clear coat. I'm gonna put 1 or 2 coats of clear coat on this, and I think that it'll make grinding on it a little easier. So let's go do that. So here's the curb, 2 bricks wide by 5 bricks long, and I mean, for hand sanding, it's not bad. Does it look like a curb? Yeah, I think so. Now, would this work just as good as a fingerboard curb that you would buy? Maybe. I'll get clips at the end of the video, but for now, let's move on to the next build. And the easiest build of the 4, the rail. And this one's pretty self-explanatory. This took less than a minute. It's simple, just 2 bricks, some glue, and a cabinet handle, drawer handle. And normally when I get the handles, I usually get the round one, but I found this one. It's like a square rail, I guess. But yeah, this one's super sick. The easiest build of the 4, and I like it. So these are the 4 obstacles that I decided to build with the bricks from Black River. You got a planter, a rail, a parking curb, and a ledge/manual pad. I seriously can't decide which one I like more, the ledge manual pad or the planter. Anytime there's fake plants on an obstacle, I think it makes it look so much better. So I would have to say that the planter takes the win. And the parking curb would have been a lot easier to sand if I used the belt sander, but I already got the sandpaper and I wanted to show that you could do this at home, and you can. It just takes a little bit more work if you want to hand sand it, but if you have the belt sander, I definitely recommend that. In this, I mean, the bricks are on there solid, none of them are falling, and I love the aluminum piece on the side. So now that they're all dry, let's get some clips.